Hi, Taurus. This is Terra Queen Jamila. Welcome to your May money reading for May 2018. Welcome to the channel. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. This is going to be your prosperity and lucky dice reading, okay? So I am actually going to sort of switch up the vibe of the music real quick. This is a very, very good thing that we're listening to, but I actually would love to listen to some Lakshmi right now since we're doing a prosperity reading. So let's just pick one. There's many of them to choose from here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So if you need a private reading, the link to my website is below. This is going to be a 5-card spread for money and financial blockages or situations. But then you'll also get lucky days, lucky numbers with this reading. Okay, so feel free to donate to the channel. And I do also provide people with money and prosperity work. So if you guys are looking for money work, you can contact me, okay? All right, for a consultation. I'm going to use the Law of Attraction Tarot deck. This is one of my favorite decks when it comes to doing money readings. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's call to the spirit guides, guardian angels for the Tauruses. Show me Taurus's current financial situation. Okay, where new sources of income will come from for Taurus in May. Opportunities to consider in May for the Taurus. How these opportunities will benefit the Taurus in May, and outcome, okay? So I'm just going to shuffle. And, alrighty. Okay, there we go. I feel like I've shuffled enough, and I have your answer. And let's go ahead and get it started. All right. Okay. So you got some pretty powerful major arcanas that show up in your reading. Let's turn them so that you're, there we go. I don't know where all that bumping and jumping is coming from. Danielle, where's Jacob? Good grief, somebody is just running back and forth and it sounds like a bull in there. Goodness gracious. Okay, so Tauruses, what you got is your current financial situation. You got the Hanged Man. So right now there is a place where a lot of you Tauruses would like to go financially, and you're trying to go there, but it's really, really difficult for you to do it. I'm sorry, guys. I was wondering what that running back and forth was, and it's actually my son. So he is just really partying out there. So please forgive if you hear him running back and forth. Okay, so Taurus is the Hanged Man comes up. This is where you have the opportunity for success, but you're sort of like, oh my God, should I do it? Should I not do it? What should I do? You're sort of stuck in suspension. Okay, you're afraid to take that leap of faith. You're afraid to take that leap of faith, Taurus, and I feel like that's where you're at. I feel like you're standing between the difference between financial freedom. Financial freedom doesn't always have to involve being rich, but financial freedom can involve, doing what you want to do to earn money. So you can see that you're sort of out on a limb right now. Now, where new sources of income will come from, you got the Seven of Wands. So I get the sense that in May, a lot of you Tauruses are dealing with some kind of financial blockage. So new sources of income is going to come from your own survival. Like Seven of Wands can represent possible, um, you know, I can think of plenty, like a lot of sources of income can come from with the Seven of Wands. Okay, I mean, lots of different things, but I feel like what you have to do is you have to open up your creativity because I can sense that there's some kind of creative blockage. Okay, there's definitely some kind of creative blockage, some kind of blockage within your. So, for example, in May, you may feel like you don't have to get up and go. You may feel sort of stuck or in a rut. So, a lot of y'all are feeling really like you're in a rut. And you may even be feeling that right now, but at least in May, I feel as though you're going to be feeling like, wait a minute, I can do better than this. And you're going to be feeling like, you know what, I'm tired of just getting by. You're going to be like, I am tired of getting by. I am going to do everything I can. So what you're going to do is you're going to take everything that you can think of from yourself of what you learned and you're going to apply it. And this is why the magician is right there. Okay, that's why the magician shows up in your reading. Opportunities to consider, you got the Ace of Wands. Okay, so opportunities that you must consider in May is your own business, Taurus, your own business. There may also be a business opportunity that is being offered by a fire sign person. You may want to take it. You know, I can see a lot of you having possible jobs, you know, coming up because for everybody having their own business is not their dream. I mean, at least not at this moment. So there are a lot of opportunities that are going to come up in the month of May for you. And I feel those things coming to you. Now, how these opportunities will benefit you, and you got the magician, okay? So I feel as though this is where you can put your creativity to work, Taurus, okay? You can do something that you enjoy doing. And then also I feel as though it will give you control over other areas of your life. For example, if you are a mother, if you are a mom or a father, and you're trying to find more time with the family, or you know you're trying to balance things out, I feel like, you know, it'll be better for you because you possibly won't be working long hours. You won't be feeling overworked and underpaid. Okay. Also, I feel like for the magician to show up, I feel like some of you Tauruses are dealing with somebody either at the work, either at work or just in your personal life that is manipulating you, sort of manipulating the energy around you. And I feel like you truly need to take control over your own. You know, you don't have to scream at people. You don't have to. Now, if people are trying to purposely oppress you, then, you know, but I feel like taking the knowledge that you have is what the magician is saying. The magician is saying that you have what it takes. If you're feeling financially blocked, that the answers are within yourself. And then also you need to look to the people that you may possibly be trusting, and maybe they're not so trustworthy. And your final outcome is the Justice card. Um, Guys, please forgive me with this deck. The Justice card, in my opinion, it's so similar to the Judgment card that it's very easily, I very easily do get confused with this deck. And I do believe this is the Judgment card because they are weighing the heart with the feather. And it's that whole Ma'at situation. Yeah, it's Justice. So the Justice card comes up. So I feel as though this is where things are going to balance themselves out in May. First of all, I feel like you are going to get balance. I feel as though this is where you are going to feel like it's where you're going to figure out a lot of things. Now, in May, you may also be dealing with bill collectors, or you may also be dealing with trying to get some kind of debt together, trying to get out of debt. There's nothing wrong with getting a new slate. There's nothing wrong with filing bankruptcy, chapter 7 or 13. Some of you might be considering that. Nothing wrong with that at all. It gives you a fresh start financially is basically what it does. The reason why a lot of people have a problem with bankruptcy and the reason why they talk about people that file bankruptcy is because they don't want you to have a fresh start. They want you to be bombarded and, and then also I feel like a lot of you Tauruses, when you get excited about doing something, it seems like somebody always tries to come along and completely burn you out to the point where, and they put that extra burden over you. And for me, I feel like the only way to deal with that is to protect yourself. I feel like you need protection. You need to protect your energy. You need to protect your energy, Taurus. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and do your dice reading. I am so excited to do your dice reading for you. Let's pick up these cards. All right, here guys, for the Tauruses, lucky numbers for the month of May 2018. Lucky days of the week. Lucky numbers. All right. Now, oh yeah, and they're all within the camera. Except for this one. Okay, this one, this 5 was up here. So these 2 5s, these represent negative karma. You're working off debt. These are the debts that you're working off of. Okay, those are the debts that you're working off. And those are actually coming universal. So a lot of you Tauruses, the debts that you have, the spirits are saying that they are possible spiritual debts. Okay, there's also a blessing, and there's some blessings that are sort of, that are coming in that are going to come in unexpectedly. Okay, so this is where I feel as though if you pay some of it forward, you'll get that blessing out of nowhere. And it'll sort of be like, oh my goodness. So I do see that coming for the month of May. Right here is stability. You got a 4, a 2, and a 1. So I'm seeing the number 6 and the number 7. Even the number 67 is a lucky number. If you reduce it, it reduces to 13. And then it reduces to the number 4. So the number 4 is a symbolic number, lucky number. 11 is a lucky number. 6 is a lucky number. I already said that. I think the 11th day of May is going to be symbolic for a lot of you Tauruses. A lot of you is going to be your birthdays that I might mention. So just because, May would be your birth month. So 11 plus 6 is 17. So the 17th, I feel as though it is going to be a rough day for you, but I feel like it's going to end up being a blessing in disguise. Okay, I feel like it's going to end up being a blessing in disguise. The number 5 is actually a lucky number for you guys also. So I'm seeing the number 55 being a lucky number. You got a snake eyes here. So again, I feel like 11, number 1, and then possibly even the number 2 would be a lucky number for you guys. Any variation of these numbers, 12, 21, okay, 14. Okay, all of these numbers are symbolic. Now, like I said, you guys, I'm going to end it at that. If you want your own personalized numbers, the link to my website is below. I do also offer financial blockage removers, as well as financial blockage removals, as well as money spells and prosperity spells. Okay, so you can contact me about that. All right, thank you so much for watching, Taurus. Blessed be.